Welcome back to the Vandy Sports Podcast. I'm Billy Derrick, and this is my first solo episode here, but just a quick rewind of day one of SEC Media Days. It wasn't Vanderbilt's day. Tomorrow, Vanderbilt will take the podium. Clark Lea, in specific, will take the podium at 9 a.m. Central Time here in Nashville at the Grand Hyatt Hotel. I will be in attendance on press row, but also stay tuned for all kinds of coverage. I will have an interview with Clark Lea tomorrow. Ethan Barr, Will Shepard, and Jalen Mahoney. I'll have interviews with them as well lined up for tomorrow, so stay tuned for tomorrow. But thoughts after day one. Got to see Clark Lea. He was walking around Radio Row towards the end of the day, late afternoon. I think they wanted to knock out some Radio Row interviews today before they do some more tomorrow. But yeah, got to talk to Clark Lea off the record for a little bit, and he said some really interesting things that I will save for tomorrow. I'm going to ask him about some of the things we talked about tomorrow, guys like C.J. Taylor, Will Shepard, A.J. Swan, and he talked about the confidence that he has in those guys. So, but also, the more important news is Clark Lea's extension. And Pete Thamel reported that it was a 3-year extension. He will serve at Vanderbilt at least through the next 3 years. It will be longer than that, I can assure you. So don't worry, Vanderbilt fans. It's not 3 years and Clark Lea's done, right? That it was 3 years. I was a little surprised it wasn't a little bit longer, but Clark Lea has been here already for 2. So they're locking him in for the first 5 years, and then I'm sure they will reassess the situation. But no one else deserves this more than Clark Lea, right? If you were to ask yourself what coach in the country deserved an extension after last season, it was Clark Lea. I mean, those 2 wins over Florida and Kentucky at the end of the season proved that this Vanderbilt program is headed in the right direction. So I got to talk to him about his extension earlier today. I will ask him again about it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that special interview with Clark Lea tomorrow. Again, day one of SEC Media Days was awesome. Missouri, Texas A&M, and LSU all done with Coach Drink, Jimbo Fisher, and Brian Kelly. Tomorrow, Vanderbilt head coach Clark Lea takes the podium at 9 o'clock Central Time, probably a little bit later, give or take, if the SEC is on schedule. But again, I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned for all of our content tomorrow. I'll have an interview with Clark Lea. I will have a full day wrap up, probably with Chris Lee, recapping Coach Lee's comments and any other spicy comments that we got from the players. I'm sure we might get 1 or 2 spicy comments from Will Shepard. Ethan Barr is another guy I'm looking forward to talking to, and then Jalen Mahoney. All 3 of those guys played under Coach Mason, but also stuck with Clark Lea's plan and his vision for the program, and they will all be here tomorrow in Nashville at the Grand Hyatt Hotel. So again, Vanderbilt will be here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Again, got to talk to Coach Lea today. I'll talk to him again tomorrow. So again, just wanted to check in and give my thoughts on Clark Lea's extension. He deserves it. He deserves every bit of that extension, and I hope you guys are excited about the future of Vanderbilt football and excited about the future of VandySports.com. We've got all kinds of coverage coming up, not just in the football season, but starting with fall camp. And it all starts this week. So again, stay tuned for tomorrow. Chris Lee and myself will most likely have a wrap-up podcast tomorrow, probably something short, but talk about what Clark Lea said in his press conferences and his availabilities. Also, some comments from Ethan Barr, Will Shepard, and Jalen Mahoney. So stay right here with us on VandySports.com. Subscribe to VandySports.com if you haven't already. I'm loving being with VandySports.com so far. So stick with us. More coverage coming from SEC Media Days tomorrow with Vanderbilt session starting at 9 a.m. Central Time. We'll see you later.